say yes to life. They have decided to stay and fight. And they've decided to do something. Here. So on my left is Sadia Mufti. She's a woman entrepreneur. She's the owner, proprietor and the force behind a clothing boutique called The Hangers. On my right is Abid. And Abid is the founder and the force behind eResolute. And also an app called Pipe, which by the way, if you are here and local, you would know the rage this little app called Pipe is in Kashmiri youth. While the other two join us, I'm going to ask Sadia to tell us why she decided to be an entrepreneur.
Hello everyone. I was inspired by the power of women. I thought of starting Hangers the Closet just to be independent. And over here, everybody is like after government jobs. There are no government jobs in Srinagar. So I thought of doing something of my own. I started Hangers 2 years ago. And my aim was to spread my fashion and apparel all over the world. And mashallah, I have already sent my products to USA, in India, in Delhi, Bangladesh. So this was all about being independent and to show other people like a woman over here in Srinagar can be a freedom too. She can really do something. Because I will tell you one thing. वही था कि श्रीनगर में हमेशा यही कहते हैं या कश्मीर में बोलते हैं कि लड़की है बहुत ही क्लोज सोसाइटी है, एक लड़की कभी कुछ नहीं कर सकती है या कि बहुत डिफ़िकल्टीज़ आती हैं. तो एक तो अपनी फैमिली को भी दिखाना था और बाकी लोगों को भी इंस्पायर करना था ऑल ओवर द इंडिया कि श्रीनगर में भी कुछ लड़कियां जो हैं जो कि बहुत कुछ कर सकती हैं. एंड आई थिंक ऑलवेज आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स थिंग ऑलवेज वर्क. एंड थैंक यू सो मच.
Abid?
Hello everyone, my name is Abid and I am the co-founder of eResolute. It's actually a company, an IT company, and we use the force of technology in around, between Jammu and Kashmir. What we basically do is we provide technology to 1500 common service centers, wherein we are the main reason why 1500 centers are they're earning their bread day by day. But the main reasons, so what eResolute is, it's an e-governance platform wherein people can actually, they start earning. For example, there is a guy, he's a graduate and he wants to earn something. So he doesn't have a way. So what we did is we created a kind of a technology wherein he can use the system and he can, start earning from day one. So that is eResolute. And second is Pipe. Pipe is an app. We all use Facebook and Twitter. So what most of you use Facebook to actually see what the or maybe check photos or maybe like, or when we talk about Twitter, you probably follow someone to get the feeds. The main force behind the Pipe is that I wanted to create an information network wherein I saw people, they for example, you're a student, you don't know what's happening in your college. So you don't have a medium to get the information. So we created a Pipe which can deliver messages to billions of people within a second. That's it. Thank you.
And to my rightmost, we have Ahmad Khan. Ahmad is actually a photojournalist, but decided to start an event management company of his own. So let us hear from Ahmad on why he decided to become an entrepreneur.
Hi everyone. Basically, I started doing event management when I was in school, and before that, I was also doing my photojournalism work. And from past 3 or 4 years, I have been working with international agencies, mostly BBC and Al Jazeera and Vice News. And in the meanwhile, he was my co-founder for event management company also. But in the beginning only, we were helped by a guy who is present here, Dr. Amit. His company is Space Communication. So he actually held our hand honestly in the beginning. And with the time we grew and we did a lot of youth events. We mostly did public events. we were mostly interested in doing youth events where we can involve youth for all sort of events and try and give them opportunity which they don't have, in day-to-day life. In Kashmir, there are no public events usually happening. There are always conferences and all that stuff. So what we did, Abid and me, we started doing public events, and our first event was Kashmir Cyber Games Championship, which was a huge hit. It got a national media coverage also, which was a huge boost for us. And in the next few years, we did a lot of first-time events. We did Snow Festival, we did Film Festival again with Dr. Amit. And recently we did Asia's longest iftar on the banks of Dal Lake. And we are trying to give a lot of opportunity to the youth. That is our motive of the Loud Metal company, basically. Thanks.
Abid, tell us a little bit about your childhood. And did you ever think you'd become an entrepreneur, or it just happened by accident?
Actually, my mom and dad both are government employees. So, but I never wanted to, go in the morning and sahab, every kind of thing. So I always wanted to create something out of the box so that I could at least help people, not here, everywhere. That was my main motto. I never went to, for any job. Yeah, I did some internships in New Delhi and many companies. But then eventually I wanted to come back and do something for my people. That was the main motive.
Did you ever look for jobs?
Actually, no. I was never interested in any kind of a job.
Satya, did you ever look for jobs?
Yeah, I in fact did one job, but then the feeling like I cannot work under someone, that gave me the feeling of being independent and starting my hangers.
And what happened when you were starting? What did the family say? What happened? Tell us, recount the time when you went in, sat in front of your parents and said, I don't want to do a job and I want to start hangers. क्या हुआ?
मेरे जो डैड थे उन्होंने तो अच्छे से अप्रोच नहीं किया इस चीज़ को, थोड़ा नेगेटिव आया, लेकिन मेरी मम्मा एंड माई अदर 3 सिस्टर्स दे आर वेरी पॉजिटिव अबाउट द थिंग. बट एक क्लोज सोसाइटी में रहकर भी स्टार्टिंग में जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, पहले मैं लालचौक से स्टार्ट किया था, उसके बाद मैंने थोड़ा उसको एक्सटेंड करके सारा सिटी मॉल में स्टार्ट किया. स्टार्टिंग में वही था कि मुझे एक आइडिया जानना था कि लोग एक्सेप्ट करेंगे कि नहीं. सबसे पहला इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ होता है एक्सेप्टेंस होनी चाहिए सोसाइटी की. एक लड़की काम कर रही है और जब आपका इस काम में होता है बुटीक का, यू हैव टू बाय मटेरियल, यू हैव टू वर्क विद योर वर्कर्स जो कि लड़के होते हैं, उनके साथ मेरा रिलेशनशिप कैसे रहेगा, क्योंकि एक वर्कर और एक सीईओ के जो बीच में दरमियान एक रिलेशनशिप अच्छी होनी चाहिए. वो जानना मेरे बहुत आसान मुश्किल था पहले के लिए, इसलिए मैंने बहुत ही लोअर बजट से स्टार्ट किया था ये जानने के लिए कि विल बी रियली एबल टू डू इट. और आई वाज लाइक अपने काम से पहले कि मैं पता नहीं कौन हूँ, मैं पता नहीं क्या कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन अभी भी मुझे यही लगता है कि जस्ट द बिगनिंग एंड आई हैव नॉट रियली डन एनीथिंग.
Abid, were you this unsure or you had a more strong understanding of पता कैसे चला कि ये business करूँगा यार?
Basically, I have always loved computers and programming. So from my childhood,
Sorry to interrupt. मैं आबिद के बारे में कुछ बोलना चाहूँगी. He was my student.
Please.
Actually, I have started my career with NIT Delhi. I was there as a senior counselor, and after some time I was back to Srinagar and joined the same group. So here at that time he came to me first time and said कि मैम मुझे एक छोटा सा कोर्स करना है. तो मैंने इसको बोला कि कोर्स क्यों करना है, तो इसने कहा मैम मुझे इंटरेस्ट बहुत है कंप्यूटर्स में. तो somehow he joined and ये मेरा स्टूडेंट बन गया. So though it was a counseling and ये तो जब बैक एंड में जब गया तो ये obviously फैकल्टी के साथ इसका इंटरेक्शन मुझसे काफ़ी ज़्यादा रहा. So कहीं ना कहीं I start giving personality development classes to students of NIT, graduate level and postgraduate level students. So one way I was in Nikki class pe, and he was a very shy type of a guy. I'm very surprised to see him in front of people. So
Just to add, the first event which we did actually was because of computers. He said, Ahmed, I used to play games in my college days, and when I was in NIT, he had Reliance gaming competition in Delhi. That's how the idea came into us of doing the first event, and thanks to him actually.
Yes, go ahead, Abid.
So basically,
You clearly have a fan following here.
I always loved creating something. So I always had an idea that somewhere down the line I'll come up with something very great. So I had that intuition. So I wanted to follow my own path. And then my parents, they always supported me.
Your parents supported you?
Yeah.
पैसा कहाँ से आया यार? Parents get the first money or?
No. It was I first started with freelancing. What I did is I started making softwares and small stuff for different clients. So I started from my own money, and then it kept growing. That was the main Force.
Amar, so you started even when you were in college, you had not finished education.
I was in school also. I used to help.
Clearly,
yeah.
you started very early. So tell us what happened at home when they realized कि ये पढ़ाई कम कर रहा है और ये बाकी सब चीजें ज़्यादा कर रहा है.
So basically, I was an engineering student for a long time, and then in 12th, I failed in my physics paper. So it was really a big shock for me because I had all the other these papers were cleared.
Good, and they were going in a right line. Those were the people who come across even when they were doing the film festival thing. I remember
We did this together. Film festival.
in the night, like they tweeted something, and within 1 hour there was so negative news about that. But
It was trending on
mostly
Twitter.
It was trending on
people
Twitter.
who also-
Thank you so much, Amit. Sadia, being a woman, your challenges are.
So he wants to add.
Yeah.
अमित जी का तो मुझे पता है how he acted.
There are certain additional challenges you face, right, in running your business, especially in this closed society. Give us an example of how did you overcome one of such challenges? What was that challenge and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, in the beginning when I started in Sara City Mall, the very big challenge for me was to get the raw material or get the material to renovate my room. Because it happened after flood. I started in Sara City Mall after flood. It was very difficult to get the raw material, to get the manpower, and the prices were getting very high. What I did was like I didn't ask any guy or any of my cousin to help me. I used to go myself and buy the stuff, whatever it was, from the decor to the fashion, from the decor to the designing. I did everything myself. And in fact, in the mall, there are other competitors. They are all men who are running their shops. They were also looking me, यार छोटी बच्ची है, अभी तो सिर्फ 23 है, क्या करेगी, कुछ नहीं करेगी. In fact, अभी भी वहाँ एक competitor है, वो मुझ पे थोड़ा हंसता है वैसा वाला, क्योंकि उसको पता है कि यार ये she is a tough competitor. वैसा वाला look अभी भी आता है. But then अभी वहाँ 1 साल से ज़्यादा हो गया, and I'm अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत ही strong बन के मैंने उसको face किया.
And then Abhi, and then Sadia. What is the future that you see for your business here in Kashmir and for entrepreneurs like you? First you, then you.
I can add that there are many more companies coming up in event management. I think he will endorse it. There are so many guys who have started event management. They were like bunch of like every day when we go to the sponsor, he says, "Yaar, wo bhi aaya tha, ye bhi aaya tha." Otherwise, they were not known. So I can say that things are growing up in terms of event management. They are trying to involve youth in terms of giving them opportunities. We did cyber games. Just to add, there's a World Cyber Game Championship held every year in South Korea.
System here, it has not been done in India or any. It's called Darwin. You guys can check it. It's darwin.xyz. So we're expecting that we'll make a software which can make computers 100 times faster. That's it. Thank you.
Fantastic. And you, Sadia?
Down the line from down the line 2 years, I see hangers having a branch over every district, Anantnag, Kupwara, and I want to create my own factory and relate some women over here who can do embroidery, stitching and tailoring for me, because it's all about, hangers is all about inspired by women. And plus I must say one thing, that business karna it's not a magic. You all need an idea and nothing else. Aapko agar paisa bhi nahi hoga tab bhi you can do if you have an idea, because I started from zero and it was like yeah, I can do it. Ek idea which will be out of the box, that really needs.
Thank you. I think for the rest of us who are not from Kashmir, we will identify the same enthusiasm in young people that we see in our cities, in our towns, in these youngsters. And unfortunately, this is the narrative about Kashmir that doesn't find its space in national media. It does not find voice in national media, whether electronic or print. And I am hoping, before I open this up for your questions and answers to them, that when you do go back and you talk about Kashmir and you talk about what you saw and what you felt, you will also talk about these stories. Because this is also, as you very rightly said, that if there are 100 politically motivated people beating up Biharis, there is also a Pune where a person from every state is found. And therefore, if we really want harmony to be there and we want for Kashmiris to become part of us, you will and I will have to do as much more to spread this narrative of Kashmir also, as much as what media spreads, which is about violence. So on that request, I'll open the floor for your questions to these three wonderful young people.
I have one question.
I think you had a first one
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
so we'll start with you, and then I'll come to you. Yeah.
Yeah, my question.
How I started event management, right? How I started event management.
He's saying you were doing journalism, so
Journalism.
then why did you start event
I
management?
said that you are doing journalism, and if you want to do wonders, you could have done in journalism, and you could have benefited all Kashmiri youths in that field too.
How?
What made you to leave the journalism for which you spent?
How would I do it through journalism?
Part
He
of your
hasn't
life?
left journalism. He's still,
I haven't left. I still do it.
still doing that.
I travel all across South Asia. I do stories. I do human stories. If you can Google my name, you'll get all the stories.
A story is there, and I'm saying what made you to leave that and to go in the what management?
Event management must guys go.
I explained. See,
मुझे नहीं बोलना है। मैंने तो कहा।
No, but the most special
मैं
point.
ये अंग्रेजी कर।
I'll go kosher diye. Mama tere sari samush.
He already told that why he wanted to play.
Okay. I think in the spirit of freedom and liberty, he decided that he wanted to do more with his life.
Yeah.